Hello, amazing, beautiful people. It is so good to be back here. Here I am back in my office, back in New Zealand, having had the most amazing holiday. But today, I just want to talk about whether you are reacting or responding. It is such a different perspective and it brings massively different outcomes. So, reaction is when it's all about me. It's about what I think, what I do, where I want to be. It's me, 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 me. Responding is about considering the bigger picture. It's actually about relationship. It's actually about putting the relationship first, the connection first, rather than me first. So it's quite different. And then also, reaction is about the now. It's about the moment. It's like how I'm feeling, what's going on. I get quite feisty in that situation. As opposed to if I'm responding, I'm looking ahead. I'm thinking about playing the long game, as my grandfather would call it, just play the long game. Thinking about what the impact might be of my response, of my what should I say next? How should I consider this? As opposed to in the moment, which I'm feisty. I can totally get trapped in this for sure. And then also, I find that being reactive is being on the back foot. You feel like you're defensive. You feel like you've got to kind of prove yourself or put your battle stuff on or whatever it might be, but it puts you on the back foot. As opposed to when we're responding, we're on the front foot. We're coming in for kindness. We're not coming in to punch somebody's lights out. We're coming in for gentleness. We're coming in for kindness. We're coming in and stepping forward because actually what you're doing is you're stepping forward into whatever the problem is so that we can move out of it. So cool, whatever the challenge is. And then also reacting is definitely defensive. It's like, okay, I feel like I'm on the back foot. Somebody's going to come and attack me. I've got to put my walls up. I've got to put my barriers up. I've got to put my protection up. I'm on the defensive. As opposed to when we're in, our responding mode, we're prepared. So it's gentle, it's open, it's soft, it's kind, it comes with grace. It's cool, that one. Or for me, reacting is about, no, this is how it's done. This is how the washing gets done. This is how we hang things out, my way. It's all going back to being right. My way is the best way. And it's all about me. Bit ugly, just quietly. But anyway, otherwise, if we're looking at responding, we're looking at getting it right. It's kind of how can we get it right? How can we do this together? I remember, really quick story, very random, but it's quite funny. I am absolutely anal about how the washing gets hung out on the line and then how you fold it up because I don't like doing the ironing. It's not my gig. And so I make sure that I straighten things out and I fold it properly so then I don't have to do any ironing. Bring it on. So my amazing husband just throws things on the washing line. He doesn't quite. That's really disrespectful. He puts things on the washing line differently to how I do it. So I'm like, put it out. And one day, he had brought the washing in because it had been raining. Can you bring the washing in? And I saw this basket. I was on the loo, saw this basket, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh my goodness, Harry half a job, reacting. Oh my goodness, grumpy. And I heard God say to me, yeah, well, he's done his half of the job. You need to do yours now. Like, what the heck? My half was to fold the washing because actually he had done his half. He brought it in and there was no point in folding it because I'd get grumpy about it. So actually it was my gig. Oh, so it's all about rather than reacting and being grumpy and looking at the gap, it's actually about responding, looking at the game. The washing was in, I could fold it, everyone would be happy. That's what we're looking for. And again, reacting is about disconnecting. It's like that gongusmus, getting cross, rather than connecting, which is about responding. Responding is about connecting. How can we make this work? How can we find that win? How can we work this together? Reacting is all about taking offense. See, I was offended that my husband hadn't folded the washing. Getting cross. Whereas when we're coming from responding, it's a peace and a calm and it's going deeper. See, reaction and taking offense is all about surface level. It's all about what's on the surface. It's all about in the now, in the moment. As opposed to, hold on a minute, I can just fold that washing. I can get it sorted. Boom, take me 5 minutes, job done. and it's done my way. So actually, it's a win-win for all. And the other one is that when we are in reacting, we're often pointing the finger. And for those of you who know, when you point the finger, it's actually coming right back at you. Bit ugly, just quietly. But when we're accusing, it's actually us that's the issue. Oh my goodness, bit scary. Don't want to go there. I don't want to be the accuser. I don't want to be. And we know who the accuser is. That's the enemy. And we're flipping not going to go there. So what we need to do is we need to, when we're in our responding mode, we're actually asking questions. We're asking for questions to understand, to seek wisdom. Why do you do that way? And why do I do it this way? And is there a better way? Holy moly, who would have thought there might be a better way? So if you are sitting in the reaction and you want to sit in the respond mode, if you want to go, hold on a minute, Sal, yeah, I do some of this reaction stuff. I do it. You know, how do I flip from one to the other? What are the tips? So I'm going to give you 7 tips, actually, just quick process of how I go from one to the other. And the first thing that I do is have to be aware of my emotions. So number 1 is being aware of my emotions, because if I'm not aware that I'm getting cross and grumpy, then it's going to spiral into something unhelpful. I'm going to react. So that's the first thing. The second thing, just take a moment. Take a moment. In my case, pray, ask God, what do I need to know? What's the learn? What do I need to know right now? Because I'm feeling grumpy, and that means things are out of alignment. So how can I bring it into alignment? And sometimes so this is the third thing I can do, is actually take myself into a happy place. So think of the kindness, think of the love, take myself, for me, it's into Psalm 23, but into a space where I just love being. It's like, oh, it's peaceful, it's gentle, I'm outside, I'm in the outdoors, I'm in the countryside, the birds are singing. And when I take myself into that space, my whole body changes. Literally all of the endorphins, everything changes, and I come into a place of peace and calm. Interesting. When we're in a peace and calm, we're using our prefrontal cortex. And so what that is the most creative space in our brain. When we are stressed, which is caused by reacting, we go into a different part of our brain, which only can think about the now, which it's tight and it's not creative. So we want to so by going into peace, we're going into that beautiful, most creative part of our brain. And then once I've done that, I'm looking to seek the answers. So once I'm peaceful and calm, I can start thinking about being creative. Okay, so what would the solution be? And in the folding the washing solution was, okay, he's done his bit, I need to do my bit, 5 minutes, job done. Brilliant. And then I can go and thank him for bringing the washing in, and it wasn't all wet. Oh my goodness, win, win, win. So then what we do is we seek the answer, whatever that answer might be. And then often we have to go back. So seeking the answer is 5 after we've done 4, which is being calm and getting our space, so getting our head space into the creative. 5 is finding the solution. It is seeking the answer. 6 is going back. So I had to go back and fold the washing, and then I had to go back to my husband to thank him. And 7 is actually asking the questions. So the questions could be asking sometimes, asking for in this case, I didn't actually go and get cross with my husband. Boom. So I didn't have to ask for his forgiveness. However, over the last few days, we've had some things while we've been on holiday and with family where I have had to ask for forgiveness, or I've had to ask questions for understanding. So I see it this way. How do you see it? This is what I did, and I've gone back and I've thought about why I did what I did, because sometimes I've reacted, I've responded, I haven't responded, I've reacted, I've got upset about something, or I've not done something the way I wanted to go. So I've had to really think about it, and then I go and discuss it with my husband, or go and discuss it with that person, or ask for their forgiveness, or ask questions of how they do or why they do what they do. And often when we do that, what we find is there was my way, there was his way, and now we've got a better way. It's like this coming together, and we get a better way at the end. So I really encourage you, wherever you are at on the reacting and responding, and it will happen all the time, to really consider how you can respond, how you can bring the best together, the best of you, the best of the situation together, and make something even more special. So have a fabulous Wednesday. I love you all. And today was our first day of finishing strong. So if any of you want to come and join our online, today I can send you out the recordings. If any of you want to come and join, oh my goodness, today was amazing. And we've got 2 more days, and there might even be a bonus day on Saturday. So you might have 3 more days, which would be super exciting. Plus, for those of you who are physically here and want to enjoy it in person with me, we also have something going on the 27th, just up the road here in Havelock. We're having a full day workshop of the same event. So come and join us. You can email me from this, or you can go to www.inspiringperspectives.co.nz/my-events/finishing strong to just register for this right now. Flick me an email, register for either or. We'd love to see you. Have an amazing God bless day. Love you all. Bye.